Matt, let's start off with an injury update. How are those guys that are currently out getting on?
Yeah, all right. So Priestley, we don't have the full picture on it yet. We've had to wait a few days for the scan just while it's settled down a bit. We'll have more. We should know tomorrow evening of where we're standing with it. So I'll give you more of an update at the weekend on that. The other two, Brandon and Donovan, working very hard. Brandon's out on the grass, which is great to see, running around the training pitch, doing what he can do at the moment, which is good. And every week on week now, the next 2-3 weeks, he'll be stepping everything up. So that's great. We're looking forward to having him back in the squad. And Donovan the same in terms of how hard he's working, but he's still inside at the moment, can't be outside. So he's carrying every weight plate that he can possibly carry at the minute in the gym and working very hard. So we're not too far off, being fully fit and a full complement. We've got 3 big misses there with those 3. Dan's not a million miles off in his recovery from being in and around it, so that's really good. All positive, and off the back of Tuesday's game, we go into it thankfully without picking anything up too significant. So
I was going to say, with those boys missing out, it showed on Tuesday, I think we spoke after the game, just what competition for places he's currently doing for the squad, because everybody seems to be real up on their levels at the moment, and just goes to show what we've got in this squad.
Yeah, that definitely. We've got loads of games, so everyone's going to play and everyone's going to play their part. And if any of our guys that feel disappointed when they're not playing on the Saturday, they've got to be ready for the Tuesday, and then it continues into the next one, because I know that everyone's going to play their part, because they will. You saw that on Tuesday with the performance levels, but that only comes from, and being able to perform like that comes from how hard they work during the week. If they've not played on the Saturday, how hard they work on the Saturday and the Monday, and all of those things are so important to making sure that we're ready to play, because every single one of our squad is going to be called upon. I said it before the season started to all of us, to you guys. It shows it during it, and when called upon, when any of our guys are called upon, they stand up and they're counted and they're ready to contribute. So that was probably the most pleasing thing from the game, is that all the performances, especially those that maybe hadn't had as much minutes as they'd have wanted from the first 5 games, they were all there already, all stood up and were counted.
As we sit here today, it's a little over 24 hours until the end of the transfer window. Pleased with the business that's been done by the club so far, and would you like anything extra before the close of the window?
Very pleased with what we've done, extremely pleased with what we've done. Want to continue that hungry, desperate to improve nature of the squad, of people that we've got to work with. And by nature, at this stage of the season, people start popping up that maybe weren't available at different times and now become available. So we'll see, but anyone that does come into this squad, they've got to come in for the right reasons. So not closing the door on it, but I'm also not I'm not saying there's anything imminent and anything extremely close, because there isn't. But there are, of course, people that we've spoken to previously that may become available, and we'll see. But I'm very, very happy with what we've done so far. I think we've got a fantastic squad and good blend of young and hungry and experienced and good people, and all eager and desperate to do well. So very happy with what we've got. If there is anything that we think can improve us, we'll try.
On the squad on the whole, it's a real settled squad, isn't it, from what you had last year? And there was a lot of groundwork done last year to secure, people on longer contracts coming into this year. How vital do you think that's been to having a good start, of having a settled squad, of having a clear understanding from yourself as coaching staff to the lads that are out there on the pitch, knowing what's expected of them?
Yeah, there's all of those dynamics that go into it, and the environment we set and all that sort of stuff. But they're good people. The guys that we've wanted to keep, because they're such good people. And that's not saying that some of the guys that have moved on aren't that, but we've really worked hard to bring the right people to the football club that are desperate to improve, are desperate to build something here. So hopefully that adds it into the melting pot a little bit of who we want to be. But most importantly, it's the people that we have here. They're all desperate to do well. We're all desperate to work for each other. Michael Duff said some great stuff in the press about us afterwards in terms of the work rate and the willingness to work, and that's always our core foundation of how we start. So we've got good people here, mate.
Moving to this weekend's game against Cheltenham, back at the Poundland Bescott Stadium, we saw what it was like on Tuesday. There'll be a few familiar faces back from a Cheltenham perspective. How much are you looking forward to this one, and what are you expecting from them?
Yeah, first in terms of the support on Tuesday night, and as it has been throughout the season, I said it on Tuesday night in terms of how powerful the stadium is, both home and away. But especially at home, when we've got 5,000 to 6,000 Walsall fans, everyone together. Tuesday night, with the support that we had in that game, even at 2-0 down, the energy around the place and the collective desire to keep pushing ourselves forward, it was felt by everybody, felt by the players. There was a real energy created, and we were desperate for that to continue. We were desperate to give the supporters that to go with us with that. So, look forward to it being a first home game in a little while in the league at the stadium. So really looking forward to being at home. In terms of the opposition, good team, really experienced. Coaching staff, really experienced. He's got some really experienced players in the squad, so we know it's going to be a tough game, but one that we're looking forward to because of as I say, wanting to be at home, wanting to be on the front foot, and looking forward to playing in front of the supporters again.
On a final note from me, you asked for it on Tuesday night, a Premier League team at home in the third round of the Carabao Cup. You got your wish, albeit it's a little bit of while away, but that's something now to look forward to, isn't it? Playing Leicester City in the Cup.
Yeah. As you say, it's a little while away, so we won't be dwelling on that at all now. But hopefully, when that time comes around, we can fill the stadium out and have a real good occasion and give it a right good go. But and that was just rewards for the performance on Tuesday night, which we were all pleased with. And as I say, the moment for the football club was great. Everyone coming together, but we'll park that for a few weeks.